I'm gonna wait just a second because I'm pretty sure I need an admin to approve me since I'm not one. I'm gonna wait just a minute so we can see if we can get people on, and then I will start talking. I'll introduce myself and all that jazz. Okay. Just give it a minute. If you're on, can you say something so I can see if my comments are working? Okay. Hi, Lauren. Perfect. So we're here. People are on. Oh, thanks. I actually did my hair today, which if you know me, you know that doesn't happen very often. Okay. Hi, Katie. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. That way people who are watching, like, after the live is over don't have to wait, like, a million years for this to start. Hey, Angeline. So I'm just going to start by introducing myself. My name is Lissa. If you hear anyone ever call me Lisa, that's not my name. They're saying it wrong. It's Lissa. I am originally from Utah. Thanks, Taylor. I'm from Utah. I moved to Fresno, California just over a year ago. I have a 1-year-old baby boy named Eli, and he's like the greatest thing that's ever happened. I signed up for Senegence last September. I signed up September 26th. I'm currently a countess. I have a team of 120 women. 49 of those I have personally recruited myself since I signed up just under a year ago, 11 months ago. Out of those 49 that I've recruited, 36 since I've signed up have become what's considered a qualified distributor. And what that means is that they've ordered 300 PV. 8 of those 36 I've done this seminar year. So since April 1st, I've recruited 8 qualified distributors. I think Jalen wanted me to start by just kind of sharing how I was recruited. So I'm going to give you like some background info and then share how I was recruited. So I was super easy. Like, I was a really easy recruit. My upline, Heather Price, I had bought a Bella starter kit from her, like, I think about a month prior. I bought it like right when it launched because I saw the color and I was obsessed. And then I actually came to her. I didn't come to her and be like, hey, I want to sign up. But like, I had this thought in the back of my head, like, this looks like fun. It's something that I think I would like doing. But my biggest fear before signing up was that I didn't know enough people and that I wasn't like popular enough or special enough to be successful. And that's kind of what I came to Heather. Hi, Tiffany. That's what I came to Heather saying, is I came to her and I said, you know, I think this would be really, really fun, but I don't feel like I know enough people or that I have enough friends to be good at this. Hey, Autumn. And Heather kind of told me, she's like, you know, I was in the same boat. I didn't think I would be good at this either. I didn't think that I had enough friends or knew enough people that I'd be successful at this, but it's totally like taken me by surprise. I never would have thought this would happen. Thanks, Crystal. So I kind of was like thinking about it. I was like, you know, I already love this stuff, and I have a shopping problem, like a bad shopping problem, where if I love something, I have to have all of them. Like, I'm sitting here next to my case of lip scents, and if you saw all of that pair, you'll laugh at me. Like, I have all of them. And that's just the person I am. So I figured, okay, if anything, I'll just sign up for the discount and like at least I'll be saving money on my newest obsession. So I signed up and I started looking at like the compensation plan and everything, and I'm familiar with direct sales because I used to work in a call center for a different direct sales company, and I looked at our compensation plan and how the business was set up, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. Like, I've signed up, I already spent the $55, like I might as well. And every single day I have been absolutely blown away by where this business has taken me. So that's kind of my intro and how I was recruited. I wanted to start by talking about like why we recruit, because I feel like a lot of times you hear recruit, but you don't necessarily hear like why. Why is building a team important? Why can building a team benefit you? Why can that help you? So I kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit. And there's a few different reasons that kind of, I'm trying to think how to say this. they're very like different from each other. There's a few different reasons that I think recruiting is a really great thing to do, and building a team can really benefit you. So the first is kind of the most obvious, is the money. You can make really good money selling and just selling. If you're a great saleswoman and you know what you're doing, you can make fantastic money selling. However, you can make freaking amazing money if you build a team. Like with this company, and this is what's so amazing to me, is it is very, very realistic to be making 6 figures a year. I know multiple women who are making 6 figures a year by selling makeup, and that's because they've built their teams. Now, on top of the money, and this is the reason that is even more important to me, and kind of why I titled this "It's Not About You," is recruiting and building a team can really like transform you, your life, and the lives of others. When you start building a team, you're put into a leadership position that I feel like can really encourage you to grow as a person, and I know it's changed who I am, and it's helped me grow a lot. I've experienced a lot of personal growth, and this is the most fulfilling thing that I have ever done. And it's fulfilling because I know that yes, I'm benefiting my life and my family's life, but I'm also benefiting the lives of others. And to me, that speaks volumes, and that's way more important to me than making money, is knowing that what I'm doing is impacting other people in a positive way. And that is why recruiting is not about you. It's about changing the lives of the people that you have the opportunity to like come in contact with every single day. And on top of that, the friendships and the sisterhoods. Through building my team, I have made some of the best friends I've ever had. I talk to women every day, and I'm surrounded by a group of empowering people. And that to me is just like, that beats out money every time, and that's why I think recruiting is so important. So I wanted to kind of talk after, sharing why we should recruit, but tell you how I recruit, my kind of take on it, and yeah. So the first thing you should know, I think, is when you're recruiting, you should always be building your team. Don't ever stop, basically. Don't say, okay, as soon as I have 20 people on my first line, I'm done, and I'll let them take over. You don't want to do that because it's very natural for women to kind of start dropping off, and so you want to always be building, so as people, go inactive, you're basically not replacing them, that sounds bad, but like you're protecting yourself from your team going inactive. You always want to keep building, and I think that's really, really important, and it's something you shouldn't forget. So my take on recruiting, I have always kind of phrased it, I use the term attraction marketing. I think that the most powerful way to recruit is by having fun. Like, be passionate about what you're doing, because this is a freaking awesome job. Like, I have never had a job that I've loved so much, that I've been so passionate about, and that has come so naturally to me. It's exciting. I don't get bored doing this. I'm not stuck behind a desk in an office. I'm not, clocking in and out of a job. Like, this is something that's mine and I'm passionate about. And I think when you're being passionate about something, people are naturally drawn to that. And that is like my biggest thing for recruiting, is if you're passionate and you're real and you're genuine and you show, who you really are, and you're personable and you're excited and outgoing, like, people will naturally be drawn to that. And my biggest, I don't know if you'd say technique in doing this, is I go live. I go live in my group all the time, because I want people to know me. I want them to be able to hear my voice, see my face, feel like we're friends, and feel connected with me. That way, if they are thinking about this opportunity, they think about me first, because I'm the one that they feel connected to. So that's kind of like my biggest thing, is if you are having fun and being passionate, people will be drawn to that and they will naturally come to you. The second thing is, like I said earlier, it's not about you. For this company, and I think it's very, very easy to kind of forget about this, and it's very easy, thank you, Brandy, it's very easy to kind of get in this mindset, like, okay, I have to recruit this many people so I can hit this rank, so I can make this much money. And I think when you do that, not only do you take the fun out of it, but it kind of becomes selfish. And so I've noticed for myself and for people on my team, when they aren't focused on themselves, but they're focused on how they can bless the lives of other people, that is when they experience the most growth. So the ways that I do this, I focus on blessing the lives of others, but I share my story and how this company has helped me. I share the blessings that I've experienced and how it's changed my life so that I can help. So maybe people will relate to that and they'll be drawn to that and they'll think, okay, well, it helped her and I'm kind of in the same spot. Maybe it'll help me. So my background with this, I signed up when my baby was about a month and a half old. And I was kind of just in this place where I was feeling very, very lost. I was suffering with really, really bad postpartum depression. In less than a year, I had gotten married. Then I had gotten really, really sick and dropped out of school because I missed my tests. I wasn't able to make up for them. I lost my scholarship. I dropped out of school. Then shortly after I dropped out of school, I got pregnant. Then I was super sick my entire pregnancy, and then we moved 13 hours away from all of my family and all of my friends a month before I had a baby. So I had just been everything I had imagined for myself and for my life had not necessarily been taken away from me, but it was gone. I felt stuck. I felt stuck in this new life where I didn't know anyone. I had no friends. I had a new baby. I was struggling with postpartum depression. I didn't know what I was doing with my life, where I was going. I felt like I had lost my sense of direction. And that story is what I share with other people because I feel like that can help people. And if there's women who are in the same boat, they might think, okay, well, it helped her, maybe it can help me too. And that's what I want to do, is I share the blessings that I've experienced in my life, that I was able to, after I had to go back to work 5 weeks postpartum, and in less than 2 months I was able to quit my day job and be a stay-at-home mom. And I share that, and I tell people, look, this is how it's helped me. It can help you too. Maybe you're not looking to quit your day job, but maybe you're looking to, help pay the bills or help pay for groceries, or maybe you do want to be a stay-at-home mom so you don't have to worry about dropping your kids off at daycare or worry about babysitters or whatever. And so by sharing those blessings and tugging on people's heartstrings, that, I think, it makes people realize the opportunity that's there. So really sharing your story, and you'll find that whatever your story is, most of the people you recruit will be in similar situations. So I feel like a lot of the girls that I recruit are around my same age. We're either in school or we have young babies, and we're all kind of in the same boat because I'm sure you've heard the phrase, your vibe attracts your tribe. And so when I'm sharing my story and sharing my life, the women that are in similar spots are attracted to that. The next thing when I say it's not about you is I don't like to say join my team. I don't like doing posts that say join my team because to me, join my team kind of comes off as selfish. It's not thinking about how you can bless other lives, it's thinking about how you can bless your life, which is great, but I don't think that's the way to go about recruiting. So when I'm doing a post in my group about recruiting, I don't say join my team. I'll talk about, this company is great. I'll talk about how it's blessed my life. I'll talk about the room for growth. I'll talk about how, there's no auto ship or whatever. And then instead of saying join my team, I'll say something like, this month I have, 5 open spots for women who are looking to change their lives too. And now we have to put that little disclosure. I put it in the comments about, that there's no guarantees or whatever. But I say, I have these open spots so I can personally train you and help you change your life too. And that way I'm making it about them, not about me. The other thing is, I think when you're saying these things, and so when I say don't say join my team, don't do too many recruiting posts over and over and over because it comes across as desperate. And I heard this quote at seminar and it just stuck with me, is desperation sparks hesitation. When I'm just thinking about recruiting and just thinking, okay, I need to recruit people, you do come across as desperate and people can sense that. So again, that's why I say turn it around. Don't make it about you, but focus on other people and how you can help them. Another thing too, and I've been super guilty of this, is I will sit back and I won't say anything about this business opportunity for weeks. And then I'm like, okay, I haven't recruited anyone this month. What's going on? Well, probably because I'm not letting people know about the opportunity. I think you still need to make sure that the opportunity is known and that people, like, they know that it's an option. Some people might not even realize that this is a direct sales company and they can sell it if they want to. So make sure the opportunity is known. The next thing I wanted to touch on for me about recruiting that's really, really helped me is consistency, which you hear all the time. I'm sure every one of us sounds like a broken record when we talk about consistency, and posting quality content. So for me, I do the majority of my business online because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't want to have to be traipsing my 1-year-old around while Joseph's, my husband's, at work. So most of what I do on Facebook. And so for me, the biggest thing is, like, I'm consistent, but I also make sure that what I'm posting is high quality. There's so many trainings out there that go over, you know, how to take good selfies, how to make good graphics, how to do this. Familiarize yourself with the 911 rule. And really, like, if you incorporate those and focus on making really high quality work, people will be drawn to you not only for sales, but also for recruiting. Because, and this is, oh, my words. I'm sorry. Sometimes I start talking and then my brain, like, shuts down halfway through my sentence. Okay, so the reason that I say focusing on quality content, people, as this company continues to grow, people are typically going to know more than one SeneGence distributor. That's just a fact. Like, how many girls do you know that sell Avon? They're probably like your grandmas, but I know lots of, my grandma sold Avon, and so I know tons of people that sold Avon. Or like my mom did Mary Kay, and I know tons and tons of people that did Mary Kay because these companies are more saturated. So as SeneGence continues to grow, people are typically going to know more than one SeneGence distributor. So when they sign up with you, they're not doing it for you, for the product, because they have options. They could go so many different places to sign up as a distributor. So when they sign up with you, they're not doing it for the product, they're doing it for you, which is why I really strongly believe that you want to be the expert in what you're doing. So when someone thinks about SeneGence, they're like, oh yeah, they think SeneGence, they think that obnoxious pink-haired girl. Because I do my best to make sure that in my group, I look like an expert. I know what I'm doing. I try to make all my graphics and my selfies as professional as possible. I still have fun. If you go to my group, I just posted a selfie before going live where I was like making that face because I was really nervous about doing this. But I try to make everything professional, fun, personable, and just high quality, so when people think SeneGence, they think about me. And so they'll come to me first. So they're not signing up for the product, they're signing up for you, so make sure that you're the expert. My next tip is people are always watching. And I have some examples. I hope these girls are okay with this because I didn't ask them first. You guys love this cup. Can you tell I like pink? That's kind of my favorite. People are always watching. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. I signed up last September. I think it was like January or February. I have a girl on my team. Her name is Katie. She messaged me kind of asking questions about the opportunity. And then she like fell into the woodworks and I never heard anything for her again. Crystal, if any of you are wondering about this cup, it's from Minted Designs. You can look up their Facebook page and message them to order. Minted Designs. I think it was like $50 because the glitter, it's expensive, but I love it. Okay, so she messaged me a few months after I'd signed up. I added her to my group when I very first started, and then she fell into the woodworks, and I never heard anything back from her. She never bought product from me. She never commented. She never clicked like. She might have watched my videos, but I'm not really sure. And then 8 months after I signed up, she came to me, and she was ready to sign up. I had no idea. Like, she'd never said anything. And I think a lot of times women get a little bit nervous to comment on any posts that are about direct sales because they think you're going to, like, slide into their inbox and start harassing them. And I don't do that. I don't, that's not my approach. And so, but I think a lot of time girls are scared to say anything because they don't want you to start harassing them. And so that's why I say people are always watching. Hey Katie, I'm talking about you, hope that's cool. So Katie signed up 8 months after I did. She came out of nowhere and she's freaking killing it. She has been one of the most consistent people on my team who shows up every day. She puts in the time, she puts in the effort, and I know long term for her it's gonna pay off. Another example I give is a girl on my team named Kelsey. Similar thing, she never bought anything from me, she never clicked like, she never commented. I honestly forgot she was in my group. 5 months later, after I signed up, she came to me, she bought a starter kit, she turned around like she got her starter kit, put it on, messaged me, and signed up. And then consistently, she's one of the highest sellers on my team every month. So don't feel discouraged if you're putting the opportunity out there and you feel like you're getting nothing back, because a lot of times it takes time. Science has shown, I think the number is 7, that typically it takes about 7 exposures to something before people make a decision about it. So if you put out a recruiting post and you don't hear anything, you're getting crickets, that's okay. Just keep doing what you're doing, and eventually those seeds that you're planting will bloom. Is that the word we're going for? I don't know. They'll bloom, and you'll start reaping those rewards. Another thing that I do for recruiting is I approach my return customers. So the first thing, I'll show you this, and I need to flip this around so you can actually read it because I know it's going to be backwards for you. Hang on. Ready? Bing! Okay, so I put this in all of my orders. So it says, thank you for your order. If you love the product as much as I do, you can become a distributor for just $55 and shop wholesale for yourself or sell to friends and family for extra income. Please let me know if you'd like more information. I'd love to have you on my team. And then that's my face. You ready? Looks just like me, right? So I put those in all of my orders. I think it's a really low pressure and great way to let people know about this opportunity without being in their face. So I put this in every single order, no matter if they're a first-time customer or they're someone who buys from me 5 times a month. Okay, that would be excessive, but you get what I'm saying. Doesn't matter if they're brand new or they've bought from me 10 times. I always put this in their thing, in their order, their package. Okay, so then the other thing I do with return customers is I'll message them. After they've gotten their order, or if I'm talking to them, they're ready to place another order, I'll either follow up with them and ask them how they like it. If they really like it, I'll say, great, I'm so glad you love it. Let me know if you have any questions about it. And then I'll also just really casually say, and if you love it so much you decide you want to sign up to get the discount, let me know. I'd love to answer any questions that you have. So I'm making it super, super low pressure. I don't ever want people to feel like I'm pressuring them into this opportunity. And another thing, I know sometimes people will be kind of worried about, okay, this girl's my best customer, and I don't really want to lose her as a customer to have a distributor. It is worth losing a customer for a distributor every single time, because if that girl that you sign up takes this business and runs with it, long term it's going to be worth way more than making a sale every month or two from them. Let's see, discount, following up. Oh, the other thing you can do, if I'll give an example. So I've had, let me try who it was. Oh, this woman on my team, her name is Kimber. I hope you guys are okay if they're watching this with me mentioning them. So Kimber learned about LipSense, I think it was over the summer, maybe it was April, I can't remember. All my months are blending together. I don't sleep enough. I can post, if you want the verbiage for this, just message me and I will send it to you, okay? Sound good? I'm not going to post the picture of it because, well, I guess it has my name on it anyways. But if you want this verbiage, just message me and I can, send it to you. So Kimber discovered LipSense, and she's like me. She was hooked. She was obsessed. She had all of them. And I was, talking to her about it, and we became pretty good friends, just, messaging each other about the product. She would send me pictures of her wearing new colors, and it was fun. And she mentioned, she's like, oh my gosh, I have spent so much money on LipSense this month since I discovered it. She'd spent, hundreds of dollars. And I was, joking about it, and I did, a bunch of laughing emojis, and I said, girl, that's when you just sign up. And I'm not trying to be pressure, like I was just laughing about it because she really had spent like a ridiculous amount of money. And that's just a way to plant that seed. A couple months later, she came to me and she signed up. So like planting those seeds, even if they don't immediately result in a distributor, always be planting those seeds by talking to customers, making sure you're like assessing their needs. Sometimes like if you're talking to a customer and she's like, oh man, I want to get more, but money's really tight right now, say, well, have you ever thought about selling it? You'd be able to get it for cheaper, and you'd also be able to bring in some more money for your family. So just kind of listen to people and listen to what their needs are, and if you have an opportunity that can help them and bless them, share that with them. My next thing is parties. Parties are an awesome resource for recruiting for a couple reasons. The first reason is that it gives you a chance to break out of your normal like group, your normal circle, your normal network. Same with vendor events. So if you have a chance to meet new people, whether it's in-home or it's online, and meet a new group of people, that is a great opportunity for recruiting. Every time I do a Facebook party, I have a post that's about the opportunity. Say, if you're watching what I was doing tonight and you think it looks like fun and you maybe want to start your own business, like message me. I'm happy to chat with you about it. The other thing you can do is if you have a party and the girl, like her party just kills it in sales, like just does so well, maybe go to her and say, hey, I just want to let you know, like, your party has done $700 in sales tonight. It's absolutely killing it. Obviously, your friends really like this stuff. Have you thought about signing it up and doing this yourself? If you want to sign up, I will give you these sales so you can place your first order tonight. That way, they already, immediately, they sign up and they're immediately seeing results. They're immediately seeing profits, and you're able to just turn that party into their launch party. So flipping your hostess is a really, really good way to get recruits. And then the last thing is call to action posts. So I know I mentioned earlier the 911 rule. It's in the new distributor album. I'm pretty sure it's in the new distributor to-do list that you should have been emailed when you signed up as well. But it breaks down the amount of posts that you do every week, typically. I don't follow it super strict because I post way more than 11 times a week. I'm more of a 2 to 3 times a day type of person. But it breaks down for every 11 posts you do, 9 of them should be just non-marketing. So informational, selfies, stuff like that. Maybe quotes, whatever. 1 of them is personal, and then 1 of them is a call to action. So those call to action posts are like the one, oh, I hope it's not frozen. How do you give them your sales email from party? I will go over that. Let me finish this thought because this is the last thing I'm going to say, and then I will answer questions. So hang tight, Rachel. So your call to action post is when I'll talk about the opportunity and say, okay, I share my story, and then I say, this month I have 5 open spots on my team for women who are looking to start their own business and maybe change their lives or whatever. Make sure you put that disclosure because I know compliance is starting to get super strict. That's the word. They're getting strict. But I share my story and then present the opportunity. And I always say a number. I say I have 5 open spots, or I have 3 open spots, or I'm looking for 1 girl. And the reason I do that is because it creates a sense of exclusivity. Is that a word? It makes it more exclusive, and it creates a sense of urgency. If people have been maybe thinking about it in the back of their mind and they're like, crap, she only has 1 open spot, I better message her right now before someone else takes my spot. Oh no, I'm sorry it's freezing, you guys. Is it okay? Can you guys hear me? Is everyone frozen? Crap. I have 2 people saying they're frozen. Can you hear me? Guys? If you can hear me, will you give me a thumbs up or a heart? Okay, I'm getting lots of thumbs up. Okay, we're just going to keep going then. So creating a sense of urgency and making it feel more exclusive, people are going to be like, oh shoot, I better hurry before someone else takes that spot. So that's kind of my thoughts on recruiting. That's the approach that I've taken with recruiting. I know I don't think I'm as aggressive with my tactics as maybe some other people are, but these are what's worked for me and what's been really beneficial for me. I'm sorry, Crystal. So I think more than anything, my biggest takeaway, and if you're taking notes, I want you to write this down, is recruiting is not about you. When you're focusing on you, I feel like it holds you back. But when you focus on blessing the lives of other people, that is when you'll really start seeing results, and when you'll really start to grow as a team, but also as a person. And then my one last thing I was going to say, and this might not really resonate with some of you, it might, but I feel like this is something that has been so beneficial to me that I want to share. So I have a very strong faith, like I believe in God, and I'm very like spiritual. And one of the things that I always say when I say my prayers is I think about this opportunity, because I know that this opportunity gives me the chance to be a blessing in the lives of other people and to change other people's lives. So when I'm saying my prayers, I ask Heavenly Father to make me a vessel in His hands to bless the lives of His children. Yeah, that's it. Like, I don't know, I hope that resonates with some of you, maybe it'll help you, but that's something I was really thinking about this business, and I was praying about this business a lot and fasting about it a few months ago, and that line just like, it came to my head is, Heavenly Father, make me a vessel in your hands to bless the lives of your children. And whenever I'm praying, and I'm praying about this business, I say that because that to me is what this is about. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about how you can bless the lives of other people. So yeah, that's me. Did anyone have any questions? I know someone had a question. What was it? I'll scroll back up and find it. How do you give them your sales during the party? So let's say, just for example, we're gonna make this really easy. I did a party and I sold like 7 blue red starter kits, and I'm saying blue red because I have like 50 million blue reds still. I sold 7 blue red starter kits. And so I'll go to the girl, oh, thank you, Jana. I'll go to the hostess and I'll say, hey, like, your party did really well. And if she's like wanting to sign up, I'll say, here's what I'll do. I'm going to send you, we're going to get you all signed up. And then I send her the money. I'll typically, the first time, it kind of depends and you can feel it out. I'll ship out the orders myself for her and then just let her order and replace the product for me, and we do like a trade. Or, you can just give her the money and have her place the order. Obviously, fill out the situation. Make sure that who you're doing this with, like, you trust it. They're not just going to take your money and, like, peace out, because that would not be good. But that's just kind of how I do it. Does anyone else have any other questions before I go? I need to feed myself. I'm very hungry. I don't even know if I have food here. I might have to call Uber Eats. Have you tried Uber Eats, you guys? They have McDonald's. I really want them to have Taco Bell, but they don't. Okay, does anyone have any questions before I go? If you want the wording that I use on this card, just message me and I will send it to you. Yeah. Any questions? I hope this helped. Like, I really, really hope that this was beneficial to you. I was super nervous that I wouldn't have anything, like, new or unique to say. And so as a result, like, I hadn't watched any videos leading up to mine because I didn't want to, like, make myself more nervous. So I'm going to go back and watch everyone's, but I love you too, Olivia. Olivia's on my team. She's awesome. She's, like, the nicest person. Okay. I don't think I have any questions. If you're watching this later and you have questions, just shoot me a message. I am more than happy to answer any questions you have. I don't typically let other distributors in my sales group, but you're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram. It's practically the same stuff. My Instagram is just @lipsbylissa. Super easy to remember. Just make sure you spell my name right and you'll find me. So thank you so much, ladies. I was so nervous about this, but you were an awesome audience and you were so nice. So I hope you all have a great day, and keep watching Recruiting Rally and really, like, focus on building your teams, because I'm telling you, the biggest blessings in this business come from building your teams. So bye, you guys.